Okay, so day 8 begins. Caught a little rain for the first time this morning. I think it rolled in about 5, maybe 4 a.m. A lot of wind. This Blue Mountain shelter is up on on top of a mountaintop, and the previous shelters I've been at were kind of down in low areas, so it was really windy all night. The weather forecast looks like rain is kind of in my future here, so I think I'm going to, I might stay in the shelter, inside a shelter tonight if I can get there. It's 8 miles away. I think the next shelter beyond that's quite a ways away, so it's probably just going to be an 8-mile day, but it's tough terrain today, up a couple of mountains, down, up and down, up and down. There's not really much to tell. Tent held up well. No issues there with water coming in. Yeah, it stayed pretty dry, so I'm pretty happy. Go ahead and eat my Snicker bars here in a little bit, and then maybe break down. May stay a little bit, just kind of wait it out. It kind of gust up here. It's like right now it's kind of quiet. I don't know if you can hear the rain hitting the tent, but there'll be a gust of wind and it'll just slap it, and the flaps on the tent will blow. And sleep was okay. I probably slept from the time I laid down till maybe midnight, and then from then on it's hit or miss. So it's kind of the way it is out here though. So anyway, I will record more when I get out there. Like out today, pretty foggy. I broke my tent down and moved everything to the shelter to dry out for a minute. It is 8:30. I'm probably looking at a 9 o'clock start, but I got my tent and fly, all my stuff here just kind of drying out, but I'm going to give it a go here. I think the weather's supposed to break a little bit today, so hopefully I'll get a good window and I can make it about 8 miles up the road. Not sure how far I'll get beyond that, if I'll get far. I think there's thunderstorms tonight, so I might want to have a roof over my head, but this is what it looks like. Still kind of pretty, even with the fog. I like it. Temperature's probably in the high 50s, low 60s right now. So I'm good. Okay, about 9:30. I just busted out of camp, so this is what I'm looking at today. A little fog still. I think it's gonna burn off. So gotta take the good days with the bad. But I don't really consider it a bad day out here. It's just a little overcast and a little drizzly, so. 8 miles. That's the goal today with the terrain I got. May even do a little bit further if I look at a weather forecast and like what I see. I may try and stay at a stealth site tonight. But being able to hang that tent up in that shelter was beneficial to me, so here we go. I just watered up here.
Past Unicoi Gap a little bit ago. Moving north to, I believe it's Standing Indian Gap is my next place. Time for a little more therapy, hydrotherapy. Ooh, that feels good. Oh, real good. It's a little awkward, but I'll take it. All right, so the sun did peek out a little bit. I just ran a little cold water over my shin splint, or what I believe is a shin splint, and I'm soaking my other foot in the cool water. It's one of my favorite times of the day. So I'm near Tray Mountain. That's where I'm hoping to get to camp tonight. Unicoi Gap was an Indian grave gap. Neither one of them was roped off when I passed through them. Unicoi Gap's on a paved road. Indian Creek Gap. It's a dirt road, so I don't know if things are changing. There was a car parked at Unicoi Gap, like somebody had gone camping. But that's it, otherwise quiet. Hadn't seen any hikers today, thus far. I might see that couple tonight though, I don't know what their plans were. So I didn't really talk to them much. So that's pretty much it. I'll probably report to you next from on top of Tray Mountain where the shelter is. All right, I'm near the top of Tray Mountain. I almost didn't stop at this little outcrop, but now I'm kind of glad I did. It's nice. Got a little breeze. Always thankful for a breeze. Hope that comes in. Looks like a little glare. But I'll be settling in probably here in 30 minutes. So I think I just summited Tray Mountain. So I have been rewarded with a view of these mountains. Pretty spectacular in my mind. I don't know if y'all can see it, there's a hawk down there floating in the breeze below me. Okay, just Tray Mountain Shelter. Looks like I got it to myself. So I'm hanging my tent in there. It was a little bit damp. Rain fly. So I'm gonna try and stay in the shelter tonight. I think I got some weather coming up. that I'd just rather not deal with. I got out of there this morning and had to put up my tent a little bit damp, but as y'all saw, it cleared off. Hoping to make 10 miles tomorrow. I only did 8.2 today, but I did all right. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with this place. Let me take you up here to this little area, which would be a great place to set up a tent. But the only reason I'm not is just because the weather I think I'm gonna get. So, the shin splints are okay. They're manageable. It hurts more on the downhill than it does anything else. If I'm level or going uphill, I can cope. When I start going downhill, it's a little bit painful. So this is a campsite at Trey Mountain, and I would jump all over this right here, but like I say, the weather's coming in, so I would have loved, and I know I will, to wake up and see this view every day. Equipment seems to be doing real well. I've got an issue with some Ultra shoes. My choice of hiking shoe is the Ultra Lone Peak. I'll show them to you sometime, but the toe is like peeling away from the main part of the shoe. So I don't know what's going on there, but I don't even know which way I'm looking there, but I don't care. It looks good. And there's down here, there's a little rock you can sit on, take in the view, which I'll probably do for supper. But that's what I got in North Georgia. 20 miles left of Georgia. I'm gonna try and make Dix Creek tomorrow, which I think that's the 69-mile mark, and then depending on the weather, I might get a primitive tent site, and then hopefully I'm 2 days away from North Carolina. So that's my game plan.